Hi everyone. I meant to say everyone when I said everyone because I was going to say everybody. But anyways, welcome back to another movie review with me. Today, I'm going to continue my movie reviewing with Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Now that movie kind of blew me away. Not that it was, oh, it's so amazing, blah, vampires and Abraham Lincoln, but it's kind of dorky and kind of, I'm going to change my camera a bit because I think it got, nope, that's not good either. Hold on. So the movie is pretty cheesy, but it's by the director of Wanted. So Wanted was pretty cheesy too. But Abraham Lincoln stars Benjamin Walker, who I've never really seen in any of the movies, but he's amazing in this movie. He plays Abraham Lincoln. And there's a few parts where it's like, what is going on? Because one part, so Abraham Lincoln, his mom gets vampire kissed by a vampire, and vampire kiss is actually a pretty cool power. They kiss you and then you die. Not that fun. But anyways, his mom dies, and his mom was like, and his dad's like, Abraham, don't worry. And he's like, okay, Dad, I'm like 10, I don't really know what's going on, I'm 10. But anyways, so then he grows up extremely pissed off at the guy who he thinks killed his parents, or his mom. I don't remember how his dad dies, but his dad dies off sometime in the road. But anyways, so he goes to the guy, he's like, I'm gonna kill you, you killed my mom. The guy's like, I'm a vampire, bitch. Shoots him in the eye with like a musket. He's like, ah! And then he dies. But then he comes back and he's a vampire. And Benjamin's like, oh god, I one shot my bullet. But then his mentor appears. He doesn't really. It's not his mentor yet, but he's gonna become his mentor. And he's played by Dominic Cooper. Dominic Cooper is a vampire. Oh, spoiler alert! Oh my god! But he's a vampire, and he teaches Abraham Lincoln how to hunt and kill vampires. Because apparently only humans can kill vampires. Vampires cannot kill vampires. So he has to hire Benjamin. He's like, well, he has to hire Abraham. He's like, yo, you gotta kill these vampires. He's like, man, whatever, I'll do it. And the most ridiculous, cheesy part in the entire movie is during his training. He's like, he's got all these guns, like all up on his wall. And he looks at Abraham, he's like, choose your weapon. And he says, I'm not very good with guns, but I'm a really good wood chopper guy. And he looks over this axe, he's like, I'll take that. He takes the axe, and like, he starts practicing with it and everything. But the most ridiculous part is when they go to like a tree, and Dominic Cooper, who plays Henry Sturgis, he's like, I want you to chop down this tree with one swing. Now that sounds incredibly impossible for a human to do. And it is, except if you're in a movie. Because apparently Abraham Lincoln starts hacking at it. You know, like a human being's like, ah, God. And Henry Sturgis is like, imagine the tree as everything you hate. And he goes, I was weak, I couldn't save my mom. And he's like, do more. And he's like, rah, rah. And Abraham Lincoln starts getting more and more angry. And then finally, he hits the tree. Like, this is the tree. He hits it here. The thing seems to explode. It goes, and like the tree goes, just goes flying in the air. And it's like, and Henry Sturgis is like, good. I'm like, that would have made more sense if that was months later after training. But it was like the first day of training. He's like, all right, just hack down that tree. But anyways, so that's the only ridiculous part. The rest of the movie is actually pretty actiony and pretty not really suspenseful, but it's pretty fun to watch. Because they do a lot of actual time zone things. There's a few slave stuff, and Abraham's not henchman, but like one of his best friends from like when he was a little kid named Will Johnson, played by Anthony Mackie, who's one of the best actors who I think has never been in anything really. He's been in The Adjustment Bureau, and I loved him in Adjustment Bureau, and he's rumored to play the Falcon in Captain America 2. My finger kind of went up my nose. But anyways, so Anthony Mackie's in this, and he plays Abraham Lincoln's like best friend. And there's also Jimmy Simpson, and he plays one of Abraham Lincoln. He's Abraham Lincoln's boss, like his fake boss. Abraham Lincoln has to get a fake job because vampire hunters can't just go around vampire hunting. They need a fake job. So that's his fake boss. And then the main villain is Rufus Sewell. He's a great actor. He's an amazing actor. And then Abraham Lincoln's wife is played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She's in the remake of the prequel of The Thing, and also Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and some other movies. She's a really good actress, I think. What's my hair doing? But anyways, so the movie's really good, the action's pretty good, and then it's interesting because the whole movie goes from Abraham Lincoln's childhood to when he gets, assassinated, which is pretty cool. So the whole movie is pretty awesome to watch. There's like all this stuff, and the final boss fight, whatever, it's not that amazing, but the action is pretty cool. I was like, whoa, this is all crazy, but then it's also like, this is a really cheesy movie, but so was Wanted. You can definitely tell it's by the same director. That's all I'm saying. I give this movie an 8 out of 10. 8 because I like the actors and everything, but it wasn't that good. It's not amazing. Of course, it's gonna go up on my wall though. It's gonna go up here, but it's not. I probably might not buy it. I might buy it. I don't know, but it's a good movie if you want to watch. Just a good movie. I mean, it's not like, oh my god, it's the best movie ever made, but it's a good movie. There's nothing like really wrong or bad about it. It's pretty good. And it's pretty By the way, it's my shoe I'm scratching. In case you're like, what's he scratching? It's just my shoe. I think it's pretty bloody, but anyways, if you haven't watched Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, I recommend it. If you're a fan of Wanted, and if you're a fan of just pretty good vampire movies, I mean, the vampires are pretty cool because their jaws like unhinged, like their monster teeth comes out, and it's pretty neat to watch. So, if you haven't seen Abraham Vampire Hunter, I recommend it. And you should watch movies I recommend because I am very opinionated about movies. So yes, stay tuned for the rest of the movies I'm going to do after this. Blech!